Recently, systematic racism and police brutality are escalating in America. In order to evaluate the performance of police departments in California, we have analyzed the California Police Scorecard features data from 2016 to 2018 in our final project. The dataset contains police department performance in all 58 California counties. The dataset was extracted from ACANWAIT and Campaign Zero websites. There are three datasets. The arrest table provides information about the number of arrests and shootings. The accountability table provides information about level of accountability for each police departments. The demographic table provides basic demographic and economic information about people living within each police department's jurisdiction. To assess each police department, we rate them by scores in police violence, police accountability, and approach to policing. Then the police departments are ranked by the average of the score or the overall score. In general, we observed that the majority of the police departments score pretty low. Out of 157 police departments, about 68% of them received an F grade. In our project, we would like to explore which features in the datasets are associated with the overall score of each department. If there's any, we would like to find if we can predict the overall policing score based on the features. We first focus on the unemployment rate. We set the null hypothesis as the overall score does not correlate with the unemployment rate among each county. On the contrary, the alternative hypothesis is that there is a correlation. We then build a linear regression model to determine whether the linear relationship exists. We first visualize the distribution of police departments in all 58 counties in California using a bar chart. We found that the frequency of appearance in various counties is not consistent, which might lead to bias during analysis. Then we create a scatter plot to visualize the association between the overall score and the unemployment rate in jurisdiction. The correlation is negative 0.033, which isn't a strong linear association. In order to further assess whether there is association between these two variables or not, we perform bootstrap by resampling 10,000 correlations from the data. The result shows that the zero is included in the 95% confidence interval, in suggesting our data is consistent with the null hypothesis, which means the overall score does not correlate with the unemployment rate among each county.
Okay, my name is Xiaoyi, and I'm gonna talk about the prediction and the conclusion part of our project. So from the previous session, you know that there's no correlation between unemployment rate and overall score. So we cannot perform prediction based on the unemployment rate feature. So we need to find another feature that has a stronger correlation with the overall score, which is the law of police budget. So we basically perform the same procedure as we did for the unemployment rate. We compute the correlation between the overall score and the law of police budget, which we have a result about negative 0.4, a stronger correlation than the unemployment rate. And we also compute the distribution from the 10,000 bootstrap resample from the data and compute the 95% confidence interval, which is about from negative 0.52 to negative 0.25. And it does not contain zero, so we conclude that there exists correlation between log of police budget and overall score. So based on that, we perform our prediction. We first create our linear regression model and plug in and compute the predict value of the overall score. As you can see, these yellow dots over here, and the blue dots are the real overall score value. So in order to examine the accuracy of our model, we plot our we compute the residual and plot the residual part. So you can see that the distribution of the residuals seem to evenly split from above and below the zero horizontal line, which indicates that our linear regression model seems to reasonable. And for the conclusion, so from the prediction, we say that there exists a negative correlation between police budget and overall score. And there might be other features from the data set that has more significantly association with the overall score. And at last, we want to point out that since the frequency of appearance of police departments in various counties is not consistent, some counties may appear more than the others. So that may create bias on our analysis. And yep, and that's all. Thank you.